Hi, I'm Mike Zagata, President and CEO of the Ruffed Grouse Society. We've talked a little bit about habitat and about grouse and about woodcock, but we haven't talked about the role that sunlight plays in all of that. And I think it's important that we do. You've seen slides, and there's one up now, of a mature forest with a canopy of leaves on top. That canopy of green leaves is there to produce food for the plant using the process we all learned about in high school called photosynthesis. However, at the same time, it's preventing light from getting to the ground or the forest floor. And if you think about it, no light, no green plants, no food, no cover for wildlife. The slide that you're seeing now shows an understory of brush, and if you look at the next slide, you'll see a hole in the canopy. It's that hole in the canopy that allowed light to reach the forest floor and created the brush that you saw, and the brush being the short, dense green material surrounded by bigger trees. Think about being a grouse, a songbird that lives in the lower story, a rabbit, trying to find escape cover from predators. And if you look at the slide now that shows what it looks like to a hawk or an owl flying through beneath the leaves or beneath the canopy, you'll see that they can fly through that open area very easily. And that enables them to prey upon things like grouse and rabbits. The other slide, which has a much higher stem density, would be much more difficult for a hawk or an owl to fly through those thick stems than it is in that open understory. So really there's several things going on. We need to remove some of the large trees, maybe 5 to 7 acres at a time, to allow light to reach the forest floor. That provides food, shelter, cover, and a place for the birds to not only raise their young, but also to provide food for them as they're developing. Because in those openings or clearings, you'll find high populations of insects. The insects provide protein that the young birds need to get a healthy start on life. At the same time, by virtue of the fact that that light is there, you get this rush of dense vegetation coming in, taking advantage of the sunlight and creating a very thick, high stem density situation that prevents the hawks and owls from easily flying through that and preying upon the grouse, woodcock, rabbits, and other songbirds that are there at that time. So, light is very important. It's important because when it's present, plants thrive. When it's absent, green plants don't. So under a thick canopy of green leaves, where everything is pretty and appears to be healthy, you have an absence of sunlight. It's that absence of sunlight that causes wildlife populations that require that lower understory to decline in numbers. And that's what's going on as we move from Minnesota, where they have active forest management, towards the Northeast, where the objective over the recent few decades has been to protect every tree. By doing that, we've caused a situation where you have these large canopies that are closed and therefore prevent sunlight from reaching the forest floor. We need your help in taking the steps to create more young forest by allowing light to reach the forest floor. Thanks. Have a great day. Enjoy your time outdoors.